A warm welcome to the third film in our Building Services series, in which we take a look at the relative importance of building services in a construction project. A first glance at the various subdivisions of cost groups 300 and 400 gives the impression that building construction and building services play equal roles in a construction project. In fact, however, the real purpose of this categorization is to make a clear separation between the different areas, particularly because the work in these different areas is carried out by different designers and engineers. The quantity and complexity of building service systems to be installed in a building depends on its use. As you can see in the table here, some buildings require a lot of services and so a lot of installation work, while others demand relatively few services and correspondingly fewer system installations. As we have already seen, our Rose Pavilion in Remshalden has no building services at all. To give you another example, car parks generally only require lighting. In contrast, laboratory buildings need a whole range of building services. In some cases, the work involved in installing building services in a very high-tech building, such as a hospital or laboratory, can actually exceed the structural work. It's also interesting to look at the way costs are distributed within Cost Group 300 building structures. Exterior walls is the largest cost group. This is because external walls are the largest element of the building envelope, but also because facades are highly complex and so require significant investment. In fact, facades are the most expensive element of a building per unit area. Water supply, wastewater and gas systems, sometimes referred to together as sanitary engineering, is one of the three most significant cost groups in the building services category. If you consider all the different parts of a building where sanitation facilities are present, or try to think of a building with no water supply at all, the importance of sanitary engineering quickly becomes evident. Nearly all buildings in Northern Europe need some form of heating system. In Germany, the statutory heating period runs for 7 months from the 1st of October to the 30th of April. So our buildings need to be provided with heat for more than half of the year. On average, heating engineering costs constitute the largest element in the building services budget at 29%. The third largest item is high voltage systems, sometimes referred to as electrical engineering. Every home and every workplace needs electricity. The density of electrical devices and systems in German buildings is very high, something you'll often notice when traveling abroad as you search around frantically for a socket to charge your mobile phone. Summary. Construction work is subdivided into Cost Group 300 building structures and Cost Group 400 building services. The quantity and complexity of building service systems to be installed in a building depends on its use. Building services are particularly key in certain types of building, such as hospitals and laboratories, for example. We recommend that you also take a look at the fourth film in our Building Services series, in which we explain the principles involved in supplying water, electricity and heat to buildings.